Hey everyone, I thought I'd come on here and give you an update like I said in my video before, in a talking one. So the health update is last Wednesday I went and had my pelvic MRI to determine on what my hip's doing. Now, prior to that MRI I'd been having nerve pain down my leg, and severe hip pain. It would mainly be more painful when I was sat down, in a way, but when I was walking around it wasn't too bad, I could bear it. But then I had to be injected with a contrast and a medication to slow down my spasms because of the severity of my spasms were quite high in that day. So I had done light things. I did have physio the same day, so that kind of helped release the pressure. I was advised to get a massage, which is what I'm going to be doing at the end of the month and booking it in. And then last Thursday I went for a hearing test because I had my ear suctioned a couple of weeks ago, and it had revealed that my hearing wasn't full beam. There was scarring in both my ears. However, that revealed that I had narrow ear canals, which is very rare to come by. So they wanted to do a hearing test, so I went for that, had the hearing test, and because of the narrow ear canal, it made me have severe hearing loss on the right side and mild hearing loss on the left. So even though I don't have my hearing aids in now, I've took them off. I can still hear. It's just not as clear as it would be with my hearing aid on. So this is one of my hearing aids. I haven't got the battery in because if I put the battery in, it will drain, and it'll make me I'll have to change it again. So battery roughly lasts about 5 to 7 days, depending on how much you use it. So these are quite discreet. They sit over my ear, and no one else can see it because it's an invisible wire near enough. So that's my hearing aid. I have 2 of these. I have noticed a big difference with hearing people, and that is a big positive for me. So whenever I do a change of battery on my hearing aid, I will do a video on how I do it. Now, my friend Gina asked how I do it, so I'm going to do a video when I next change the battery of my hearing aid. So I will do that for you. And today was my driving test. Now, I felt really positive because someone told me if you go into the exam positive, that knowing you will pass, to have that mindset, then you'll have a possibility of passing your test. So I did that. So I had my driving instructor sitting on my driving test because I felt like it would be better for me, so she could make a report on how I did from her end. So driving normally went perfect. I did the emergency stop. I did basically the independent driving of a sat-nav, although the examiner's sat-nav really threw me off because it had the road names, and I've never done in all my time with my instructor with the road names on, so I didn't really know. So some of the exits I had to take, I had to have some help from the examiner. Now, I was told that was okay, because he told me that was okay, because he said I probably am not used to road names, but he said I'd get used to it, so I went with it. So everything was going fine, and I think what was the worst thing for me is that we did the A1. when he said when he sat down, so we're going to join the A1, and I was like, okay. So I was like, right, let's not have the negative brain of mine on. So I went positive, and I was like, right, I've got to get on, and then follow the sat nav and turn off. And then the joining to get off, it was the switch of the road and another car user behind me picking up the speed, and I just think my mind went blank. I've done that. I did that route exactly the same yesterday. Well, Tuesday. And I did perfectly fine. And I don't know what went wrong, to be honest. I feel like I could have done better at that. So me and my instructor is going to be working on that, and we're going to be working on the Bay Part reverse, because that I kind of didn't get it right, no matter what I did. But he said the best thing I can do is practice on what I went wrong on. He said once you got these two things right, he said you'll be heading for a pass and you can drive your own car. But he said to me, one set of positive words, he said, I understand every learner driver is dead nervous for their first driving test. Because if you've ever sat a driving test, on here, please be free to put a comment down on how you passed your driving test. That might help. Now, I don't drive manual, I drive an automatic, so I don't have the clutch. Now, obviously I was frustrated with the result because of how it all ended. But I went to the gym to actually burn off the stress and then release it. I felt better, and I then realised, right, okay, 2 things to work on. That is the best result I could probably get. And he said some learner drivers don't even get that result. Sometimes they have a lot of things to work on, but you just have 2 things to work on and you will get it. He said, I know you will. He said, I wouldn't give up now. He said I would keep going. And that's kind of what I went off. And my mum said that you will do it next time. You just need to learn to not let your nerves eat you. And that's basically the moral of the story. I was adding not to let my nerves eat me, but for some reason my nerves started to eat me on the A1. If you live up north, you will know what the A1 is. For those that don't live in our area, the A1 is like a motorway type road, and it is a very busy road and it is very big. Some parts of the A1 I'm fine with, but this particular turn-off exit was I've always struggled with this one. I never know why. So I need to conquer it, and that's what I'm gonna do. So that's the update, and I'm gonna be going to sleep because I have college in the morning. I'm gonna be about about 6 hours sleep, which is fine. I will deal with that. But I'm not gonna drown my sorrows on the fact that I failed today. I'm just gonna think, right, okay, I can do it next time, and I can get it next time, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I hope you'll all have a lovely day, and I'll be bringing you some more dance content and any content possible, plus a day in the life coming tomorrow of a college edition. I think it's restaurant service tomorrow, so you'll see a day in the life for us, and I hope you enjoy it and have a lovely night. Good night.